Okay, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube says we are live, so I'm just going to do one sound check with my phone just to make sure everything is good. So just bear with me for 1 minute, maybe multiple minutes. Sound check, check. Sound check complete. It's all good. Let's do this. So we've got a range of topics here to talk about, and I'm not gonna lie, I have slacked off a bit this week, which shouldn't surprise anyone, purely because I'm doing it consistently. I've done my best to upload one video a day. I think there's one day where I missed that target, because there's so much to cover. It just doesn't matter. And so I've done some of the videos that I wanted to do. I guess there were more topics that I wrote down than I realised. Actually, let's get into the game. This one. So, who else in the chat? Someone else in the chat, reveal yourself. I play Swords of Revealing Light. Show yourself, fam. If you'd be so kind. And so, we've got the. We'll start with the I guess the most tragic story here. I guess, and we'll talk about George Floyd. And so I've done a video on my thoughts on the initial murder and sort of some of the things around what happened. So the preliminary, that's a really hard word to say. Preliminary.
There must be more clues in Lee's office at Feast.
The preliminary autopsy, and how they were saying like it wasn't due to asphyxiation, and I'm like, come on, dude, come on, man, like it's very obvious. You know, if someone gets stabbed, you're not going to say they died because they bled out. You're going to say they were stabbed and that caused the bleeding out. And you'd put cause and effect in. You wouldn't say, oh, he just randomly bled out.
What's up?
Not now, MJ.
Sable International.
Let me see. They're an international security firm, usually hired by governments to end revolutions.
Jeez,
Or
America might need to hire Sable. At the rate America's looking.
A city full of trigger-happy mercenaries.
Whoa, social media's blowing up. They're setting up checkpoints around the city, doing random stop and frisk.
Yo, this might be America, you know.
No, this is Norman Osborn feeling threatened.
This is Donald Trump feeling threatened. Yo, this game. Oh, did Sony predict the future with this? Jeez. And so, yeah, we'll go back to talking about what we're meant to be talking about. So with George Floyd, obviously, he was, for all intents and purposes, he was murdered by the police. And shouts out to Keith Ellison. I know he's had his problems with alleged domestic abuse, and he's been accused of stuff. I don't think it came to anything, but at the same time, like, we do have to remember these things. And Keith Ellison's doing a good job.
This is Sable Control. What's the status of our position in touchdown? Outpost X-ray under
Show you a touchdown.
Okay, the people in the top floor apartments are really annoyed with you.
Okay, so oh, there's another shoot from the other side. And so it's pretty obvious he was killed. Like any idiot could figure that out. You know, you don't put your knee on someone's neck like that unless you're trying to do damage. And so you know, it's pretty evident. He was. Oh. A Sable shooting at me, I swear I'll end your careers.
For you, but no need to pay me. Action is my reward.
Thanks to the assist of SM, Spider-Man. So yeah, he was killed, and so I did my best to cover that. It's not an easy topic to talk about, but like I guess if I was doing YouTube for longer and I was covering more American stuff, I'd probably be used to it by now, because that's how much this stuff happens. So TYT put a video out called "This Is Why We Protest," and they talked about you know, a lot of the killings that are done by police and by other people who aren't punished, and you're just like, wow, they've been covering this stuff for years. And so yeah, so I broke down the topics of which ones to talk about. I have it written down on my phone. I messaged someone to talk about just kind of talk about, you know, what to do.
Peter.
I'll let this go.
You're running this place while Mr. Lee's out of town. Who's doing your old job?
me. But I could always use more help. You know anyone?
Actually, I do. His name is Miles Morales.
Why does that sound familiar?
His father was being honored at City Hall.
Oh,
I talked to him at the funeral. He's a smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to, stay busy. Might help him too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
Just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I want to.
Looks like there's a bit of audio lag. I don't know if it's from the because I'm using Bluetooth headphones. That could be it, or it could be just
I should check out
another
Lee's
issue.
office.
I've come to help you out. I'm gonna check out Lee's office. Yeah, Pete, that's really gonna help Aunt May out. Come on.
Glad to see you're okay.
Hanging in there.
They said you were at the bomb.
This office is locked.
I was praying.
How do I get it? Thanks. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Who said that? I must have been them too. So yeah, obviously, I did the. Which one am I going?
Maybe there's a vent somewhere. Huh. Never seen that room before.
Okay, so crap, it's so dark.
Whoa, what the? High voltage lines. What needs this much power?
Probably He-Man.
I
He has a lot of power.
understand, but the account number is in Mr. Lee's office, which is inaccessible. I will call you back as soon as I can get that information. No, I don't know when that will be.
I'll probably get that for you. Look at me. I'm in the office. Where's the account info?
That room I saw from the crawl space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine. Lee's journal.
I'll take that.
A key. Wonder where the lock is.
His handwriting is actually really nice. I mean, in fairness, Pete, there's your evidence of Martin Lee right there. If you needed more.
Huh. The shrine in the photo is missing the picture.
I know what the answer is here. I've done this before.
Some kind of puzzle lock.
Now you're going to see how bad I am at puzzles. Crap. Oh, it's going to be painful. Real quick. Which one was it? The other one spin? I'm sure she's meant to cover that. Well, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, here we go.
That seems right.
Okay, we'll go with what you think is right, Pete. I think this one's the one that's wrong. Oh, stupid analog stick. Is it not that? Is it that? Is that how it was in the first place?
Yes.
Ah, I was right. Get in blood. If you're watching this, you see that, fam. That's how we do puzzles around here.
Whoa.
When there's no edits, you know.
What are you hiding, Lee? Lee sure is obsessed with masks. Is it a Jungian thing? Like, He needed to pretend to be someone else to let his darkest feelings out?
He's
Pretended to
Batman.
be a demon until he became one.
Can feel my power growing, feeding off my anger.
Creepy.
I wonder if that's his wife.
Can feel my power growing, feeding off my anger. Father would say I've lost the path of balance, but he could never understand. The only way to fight a monster is to become one.
Oh, we got Denzel Washington over here, you know. The only way to stop a wolf is to become a wolf.
Whoa. This is the folder MJ found at the auction house. This might help us figure out what Lee's planning next.
Hmm. Really looked at that. Oh, glad I didn't have to press anything there.
It's a burn room, wired to destroy evidence. One more.
Where is it? Somewhere like over there, I think. There it is. Gotcha. Boom.
If the police had found this, or May, don't want to think of what could have happened.
I don't think the police would have been smart enough to fix that puzzle, to be honest. So it's just here. Like, you can find the secret room.
How do I get out of here?
This looks like a storeroom. Like, then again, it doesn't look like anyone's actually been in here for a while. So that's Lee's insurance to make sure no one gets in. I suppose. Is this door a push or a pull? Yeah, it's a pull, so no one could have got in there anyways.
Hello, Peter.
Metal Gear alert sound there, boy.
Mr. Lee. I thought you were out of town.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Martin, you're back.
Get that.
Thank you.
And
Look at
heading
this
off
man's
again
suit,
shortly.
man. I wish I had a
Just
suit like
needed
that.
a few things from my office.
You must have heard about City Hall.
Yes. Tragic.
Peter was there. He was very lucky.
Yeah, Martin was there too.
An
He was very
Osborne
lucky.
rally. I didn't know you were a fan.
Who isn't a fan of May Osborne, the greatest mayor the
Well,
world's ever seen?
What matters is you were both safe.
Amen.
The bombers are still out there. Who knows what they've planned next?
I don't think you or May have anything to worry about. As long as you stay away from places you're not supposed to be.
Like your office or your bedroom.
Well, I should go.
When will you be back?
When my work is done.
Sorry, I had a cough there. Just muted the mic, professional like. You know, you don't want to hear that. Whoever watches this back, shouts out Alice. And whoever else. So yeah, let's carry on. So I talked about the protesters and the fact that they need an end game, really. I'm not gonna lie, like it. I'll do like a mini video on it. No. Yo, that's a vicious hand he tried to land on me there, man. Didn't know who you're dealing with though, boy. Bam, that's a good sidekick though. Pete knows karate, or he knows some sort of draw. He grabbed me. Jeez, big kick there. Big kick Pete. And they're down. My man tried to suplex me, you know.
Captain Watanabe,
I finally got your evidence. Head to the Feast Center in Chinatown.
what am I going to find?
A nice lady named May Parker. And some really weird stuff hidden in Lee's office. But listen, he's got another attack plan.
Where? When?
Still working on that, but I think he's going to use something called Devil's Breath.
Sounds destructive. What is it?
A substance created by Oscorp. Probably a bioweapon of some kind. I have a folder full of info on it. I'm holding on to it for now. I'll send copies as soon as I can.
Okay, we'll check his office. If the evidence stands up, I'll put out an APB.
Makes no sense.
MJ, hey.
Let's
Just
see.
checking in.
Where's the next place? Get one of these.
Peter, hey, can I call you back?
I think you'll want to hear this. Wait, why are you whispering?
Just in the middle of something.
Ugh.
How about we catch up over dinner? My place?
Oh, sure. I'll even cook.
Cool. See ya.
It's an
Wait.
MJ mission.
Remember how you told me about Lee's corrupting touch? I think I just saw it in action.
How?
Some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. Thing is, they had glowing eyes. And I remembered Yuri telling me something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was working for Lee? It's all connected.
There's more, but I guess we'll talk about it at dinner.
Yeah, see ya.
Dinner? What should I cook?
Okay, let's see. There are demon warehouses. So there's a side mission here. Internet famous. We'll go do some demon houses. Oh, we got three. We got a third person here. Yo, who's mystery viewer number 3? So yeah, carrying on.
Oh, hi, Doctor. How are you?
Parker, exciting news. Come by the lab.
Like now?
This is my defining moment. Can't wait to show you.
Cool. I've got dinner plans. Can I come by later?
Dinner can wait. You need to see this, Peter.
Okay. Be right there.
Can't be doing that to
This
MJ.
means I have a job again.
Okay,
I
so
can stop by, just for a minute.
we'll go carry on. So I did a video about the protesters need to figure out an endgame. So I've been I might do like a mini video on it just to give a shout out to this channel. But basically they put up free audiobooks, like full versions. Third viewer's gone. How sad. Sad. I guess they're never going to find out about this audiobook. Oh, come on. Oh god, there's 2 vehicles.
Fellas, come on. No turn signals? Gonna have to write you up. Here's your stop.
Crap.
Long time no see.
Oh, come on. Superior Spider-Man, not stupid Spider-Man.
Uh-oh. Bomb in the truck. Got a neutral. And still more demons. You get a demon, you get a demon, everybody gets a demon.
Oof. That's quick. Ugh. Well, it's once a piece. That's what I thought.
Just like that movie with the bomb on the bus. What was it
Speed.
called?
It's called Speed.
Fastness, super quick. Nah, that wasn't it.
Speed. I think it was called Speed. Oh crap, this is the thing I feared the most. Just give me a minute. I'm just gonna have to figure this out. This is what happens when you don't use the back USB ports on your computer and you only use the front ones. And you only have 2 front ones because the case you bought is nice but impractical. This is my punishment. Got it. Hopefully this charges, please. Let's check. Yes, it's charging. Good. Okay, rest in peace, my phone. But a soul for a soul. So, like I was saying about what happened to George Floyd, you know, he was killed. Let's not get it twisted now. Just gonna sneak under this guy. And so, there's been obviously a lot of protests, rightfully so. Oh crap.
Garvey Park Garrison, this is Control. What's your status? Demons firing on our position. Need backup.
Well, that's too bad, bro. You gotta do your job and get paid. Got bigger fish to fry. See what there is to see up here. Well, hopefully our third viewer comes back. But like I was saying, with the protesters, they have to figure out what they want specifically, and they have to make those demands. Where's that douchebag that was back there? Take him out
This is
first.
Stable Control. Need a report on the situation in Spanish Harlem. Control. Demons are attacking Checkpoint Zulu.
We've got a few of them up here. The guy's loud as hell. How did it not anyone hear
Nap
that?
time.
We've got a couple more walkers, so we'll have to deal with them. Roof's clear at least, so I can sit back up here if need be. Deal with the sniper. Okay, so speaking, trying to concentrate on the game, but more important things. So protesters need to figure out an end game and need to make demands of the politicians that are vulnerable, essentially the ones that are at risk of losing their seat, and they need to make demands and say that, look, if you don't make the changes that we want, what's going to happen is we're going to vote you out, we're going to primary you, we're not going to support you, we're not going to fund you. And that's what has to happen
Okay,
if you want any kind of systemic change. Anything less of that won't happen. And so I made that specific video, and what I'll do is I'll make a video on the other channel to talk about how you can get, free audiobooks basically, and they've got some good ones on there. Won't be like a paid sponsorship, but it'd be worth it because audiobooks are quite expensive.
Guess what I found?
Store closing.
Give the lady a prize. See if you can figure out what they're up to while I introduce myself.
Okay, let's get. That guy's a walker, so. There's always a loose piece somewhere. There's the loose piece. Rest. Okay. Electrify enemies. Okay, what is there to see? There's one. Don't know how we get him there. Shoot. That's a lot lower than I thought it'd be. So yeah, like I was saying, the protesters need to figure out an endgame. I've done a whole video on it, so if you'd be so kind as to watch it. Oops. Was that me? Did no one hear that? Really? Danger.
Literally didn't see that coming.
Okay. Normally these take a bit longer because you want to do it quietly, just to so there's obviously one less guy to deal with. Let's think. You can join your friend up there. Probably be a few more I can take out stealth and then they'll find me miraculously, so see if there's anyone else in this room. I can't see anyone, which is weird. Guess I have to take out someone in this room. Is there a high spot up there? He might be the last one. Shoot. Okay, got a few more we can take. So like I was saying about the protesters, figure out what you want and make demands. It's the only way you're going to get anywhere. A separate video on the rioters, and the looters, because I feel like they're all different groups within each other. Here we go. Can't electrify him, so I'll put the electric webs on. Shot your boy, now your boy's gonna die. So yeah, so figure out what you want, and then I'm getting lit up again. Got any? Yes, get it. Figure out what you want. The rioters, they're in the same boat. Like, if you start attacking small businesses and things that the community needs, then you're very much not helping. Riots in itself, not the most helpful depending on circumstances. And so there's that.
So I think the new guys have to tag the old guys, and they have to go to their corner. No?
Damn, dodged too late. Oh great, you grabbed me. Scumbag. Okay, so rioters, figure out what you want. Looters, I have no sympathy for. Like, I know people are like, why should you care about looting? Someone's died here. But the thing is, you're not going to get any change by looting. It's going to be very difficult. You're not going to get a lot of sympathy from the community. Especially when you're, if you're robbing things like food and necessities, I get it. But if it's...
You shut this down, they'll have a tougher time moving around the city unnoticed.
If you're stealing like iPhones and stuff, then no one's going to have any sympathy for you. You just look like a bunch of opportunists, especially when you're the ones attacking small businesses. Like I showed a few videos of people like trying to protect businesses for whatever reason. It might be their business. I know the Target, obviously that's a big company, and so it's not going to have, I doubt any of those people have a share in it. But that small business, someone that might be the lady who owns it, and she went to protect a small business. And I've got like another video that's going to come out on the police, and like the police also need to figure out how they want things like an end game to stop the violence, because they're not helping. They are not helping at all. If anything, a lot of these officers, they're increasing the amount of violence because they're using violent tactics. Like, there's so many examples of it. Like, it's not just to black people either, it's to anyone who gets in their way. It's very authoritarian. They're getting absolutely like beaten up. There's a video of like them knocking over an old man. There's a few videos of them knocking over old men, to be fair.
Hold on! Before we start, let me check the maximum occupancy for this place.
There's a lot of people on that wall. Who else wants a piece? Oh, okay, these guys. I haven't got enough electric to check if I can increase the amount I have. Challenge tokens. I can't get those yet. And so that's the thing they need to really think about. And so the looters got no sympathy for them. Police force the same. Figure out what you want, because if the more violent you get, the chances are the protests may not end. Especially because a lot of people have lost jobs as well. There's not a lot else to do in some ways except from protest. So this non-stop authoritarian police, it's not helping. And if you think like sending in the army or military forces or whoever they plan on using, it might not solve it. Using violence to put down a protest, you're risking a huge uprising.
I may have just done the opposite of repair at this repair shop.
Don't worry, I'll get the cops down there. They'll clean things up.
You gotta, like, there are instances obviously where violence has worked, but at the same time you're risking like a Bloody Sunday incident in I think it was the 1905 revolution. We know that under LBJ's time as president there was live fire and protesters died, and it spurns more people on, especially in a country like America where they're like, oh yeah, but the Constitution. And they hold the Constitution dear, even though a lot of them don't really care for the First Amendment. There are a lot of other people that do, and so when you violate that, then you're risking a lot of problems. Especially because the great thing about Trump is he puts these people, like these politicians, US ones, in such a corner where it's either they go up against the things that they said previously, or they have to go against him, and then they risk like him hitting them with a tweet storm and stuff like that. That's the phenomenal thing about him. And so the one I'd be bugging the most is Rand Paul, and ask him like, oh, what do you think of Trump threatening to use the military and stuff like that? That goes against the First Amendment. Aren't you a big libertarian and constitutionalist? You know, what about people's right to protest? I think that'll give him a meltdown. It'd be great, because either he goes against Trump or he goes against himself, like his whole like shtick of being a libertarian. So that'd be great. And so I think that's all of them. The writers, looters, police, politicians, like they need to really figure out what they want as well. Like Biden comes out with, you know, if you have to, Biden comes out with, oh, if you're dealing with someone, you know, maybe we should teach them to shoot in the leg instead of in the head. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Let's see what there is to see. Who's looking at him? Them guys. They can't be looking at him. Let's deal with those two first. Oh, there's a third guy. Is he looking like safe?
Nighty night.
Shoot. That was close. Okay, so that will deal with that, and so they're the videos I'm going to do specifically on Klobuchar, who apparently had the chance to deal with perfect. Klobuchar had a chance to deal with some of these police officers. She didn't. Specifically, Derek Chauvin. He's the one in question, and she didn't.
No snoring now.
So well played, Klobuchar. Boom.
So much for the opening act. Main event's inside.
Oh, there it is. So anyway, so there's that.
Let's dive right in.
Yeah. Let's see. The Piers Morgan one's going to take a bit more time because I need to analyze more data. Especially because I can't find anything on testing per capita. If anyone can find anything on testing per capita, drop it in the comments. But the only issue is another one is a lot of, like, countries might be lying.
Can you believe these demons wear their masks just like walking around? Must make for confusing staff meetings.
I'll try to figure out their operation while you throw a wrench into it.
You're in timeout.
Oh shoot. That was not meant to happen. Oh crap, I'm going to make my life a lot more difficult here. So yeah, carrying on. Let's have a look, what's the next topic? Yeah, I still need to do the video on Venezuela. There's going to be a lot of laughter in that one just because Venezuelan fishermen are the new Vietnamese farmers. Yeah, that's going to be a funny one. Yeah, there's more. We've got the evidence about Boris lying about the Irish border. So that's going to come out, especially because the I think Stormont are saying that, look, we need to know what's going on, what things to do on our end, and obviously Boris is like, who are you, bro? Especially because he basically doesn't need Stormont anymore, because those MPs, they're not going to back him. The Irish what?
Phew. Just noticed the masks.
Damn, I'm out. So there's that. Oh crap! Get out of here. So there's that. And so there's Venezuela, Klobuchar riots. So Boris lying. The Jada Moody one. That's another one. Sad. One I talked about last week. I'm gonna probably try and cover that one tomorrow. It depends. I need to really just buckle down and figure out which ones I want to cover. I might do another couple video recordings after this.
You guys! I'm sure you'll do way better than these guys just like you who I wiped the floor with.
Alright, Pete, no need to show
Sure,
off.
that business is listed as an importer of computer parts.
Huh. I didn't know they'd started making laptops out of guns.
So it's an armory?
Not for long. I'm about to get some payback for Jeff Davis and everyone else they killed at City Hall.
He is an Avenger. Oh crap. To... Shoot. Why are you ducking, fam?
More of them! Good! I meant to ask you, how do you deal with sneezing in your masks? Big problem for me.
Oh, that's a good question actually. It's going to be a big problem for everyone else. Oh yeah, there's another one. The government making it mandatory for people to wear masks on public transport is like, what? Why are you doing this now? Like, you should have done this months ago. Mask should be mandatory if you're going out to any populated area, shop or whatever. You can have a seat. Like, what is the government thinking? Like, we're just miles behind everyone else.
Come in, grab a chair. We're playing charades.
Shoot, got me there. Yeah, you can have this one, mate. Kung Fu won't save you against this. Oh, he's down. Oh, big guys. Surprising. Normally some big guys. Maybe they got the day off. The city will know the truth. What's the truth? Tell me. There's one guy down here. There's another guy up there. Alright. Oh, nice of you to drop down here. Yeah. Pat, pat, pat.
MJ, everything's quiet here now.
You didn't get too carried away, did you? What they did was horrible, but you're not.
Oh, that's nice of you to say, MJ. So, the Jade Moody County Lines one was pretty gutting, to be honest. Yeah, I don't. It's hard to talk about that one because there were a lot of systems that failed there. Starting with, you know, getting him housing to live with his mum. I guess in London it's difficult, but the lack of social housing, like, what are these guys doing here?
Wait till Mom sees this.
I'm Spider-Man, you dolt.
Spider-Man, listen, you insured after that crane stunt. I thought this guy needs a policy. Let me help.
No, don't think you work in insurance, but whatever. Let's go do some other stuff. Is this the one not done? Ah, alright, we'll go do this one. So, you'll hitch a ride. Maybe not. Anyways, a lot of systems that failed. They couldn't get him housing live with his mum here. I think he lived with his grandpa. Oh crap.
Those Sable guys might be able to handle this, but I can't take the chance. You probably feel ganged up on right now. Maybe try not bombing the city.
Okay. Group hug.
Just once I'd love for the guys pulling up to be pizza delivery instead of more demons.
Wouldn't mind some pizza. Anyone else? No. We have 4 enemies to a wall. I mean, there we go. Is anyone else? Oh, come on, dude. You're getting shot by like 4 people. I'm not one of them.
The demons are getting bold.
You're welcome, Spider-Man.
But it was fun.
It was fun. So yeah, he was failed. The second wave that's going to be guaranteed. That's going to be coming. Can't wait for that. So here's another one. This one snuck under the radar. Shouts out to Ring of Fire Farron Cousins for covering this. Dude looks like Phil Mitchell, but he does good work covering this stuff. Oh, there's a birdie here.
Pigeon target acquired. Don't fly away, please.
Bust. Just had him. Shoot, he's gone. Oh my days, 100 meters away. I'm going the wrong way. So, yes, Trump's suspending regulations. So he's going to get a lot of the agencies to gut regulation in order to try and speed up the economic recovery, which is a stupid thing to do in all fairness, because you're going to get a lot of sickness from this, especially with the US coronavirus still being quite high. He wants to do this post-pandemic, but given the fact that the US still has a very high rate of cases, that could be a while. Shoot. So the guys are bumbling over, like, the way he's dealt with this whole situation in America is just crazy. Like,
Taking you home, buddy.
they used tear gas on protesters so he could get a photo op. Like, what the hell?
Oh, Spider-Man, you're a prince. Just found Vanessa in the loft.
I love these names. Is Sandra happy to see them back?
Well, actually, she's not with us anymore. Cancer, you know.
Howard, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Life's for living, not moping. First thing she told me after the diagnosis. Gotta remind myself of that every now and again. Keep looking, will you? Finding the rest of these birds would really mean a lot. Thanks, Spider-Man.
Okay, let's do this one. So, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, Trump's suspending regulation. You get a lot of sick people, and the worst thing is, there's stories about chlorinated chicken that's going to be allowed into the UK, and
well, that's what
oh,
Mom built
where's
this
the title?
station to prevent. It monitors the
Alright,
pressure
finish.
in the pipes and pinpoints trouble spots.
There's a dangerous pressure buildup happening now. I've got to do something about it fast. Oscorp's satellites take seismic images of what's under the streets. If I hit the ground hard enough in the right spots, they can show me the high pressure points. Pressure like this usually means clogged release valves. Once I find them, I should be able to jar the clogs loose with another ground pound. Got my lenses tuned to the research station. High pressure will show up red, normal is blue. Okay, time to move.
How did Harry think Pete was going to solve
on the
this?
street hard to generate enough force.
Where is it? Where am I going? Vixen. It's going to be over there, isn't it? It's...
Found a trouble spot.
Okay, let's go. Shoot, I didn't go as high as I would have wanted. Oh, that worked somehow. Okay, I'll take that. It's an easy win.
If Oscorp was actually using Harry's station, they'd have found the problem before it got this bad. Of course, if there is an explosion, they'll blame it on Harry.
Oh, come on. Oops.
Did it! But that's not the only danger zone. I need to locate the other pressure points. Better hit the ground somewhere else to get a reading.
Map's no use.
I don't have much time.
I don't remember doing this one first time around. I don't know if they added this one in an update or something. Yeah, that's weird. Alright, let's carry on.
Fixed it. But we're not out of the woods yet.
I need to hit another spot soon.
Gotta hurry.
There's no time repeat, don't worry about it. Need to go back to that blue pipe. Alright, so like I was saying, UK lies over. Oh, sorry, Trump suspending regulations. Just not a smart move. A lot more people are going to get sick, and that's going to cause him more problems. I'm in the completely wrong area. Phenomenal. It's going to be spamming that button a lot just to figure out where I am. Let's do it here. Still in the wrong area. Somewhere in this direction, I think. So yeah, as I was saying, Trump getting regulation is not a good idea, and this is one of the reasons why you want anyone over him, apart from Rand Paul, of course, or Boris Johnson. Gotta keep going. And so yeah, he proves himself to be a bumbling oaf again. Like this philosophy that you can achieve growth just through deregulation, it just doesn't make sense. Gotcha.
There's the spot.
One more jump. Boom. Got it.
Always helps to take the pressure off. Wish it was that easy for life in general. Harry's station prevented a major explosion. They can't justify closing it down now. Not a bad day's work.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. So yeah, okay, how long has this stream been going for? 47 minutes. Alright. So yeah, I did the update on Ahmad Albury today. So yeah, so the UK lies about testing, so all this talk about like, 200,000 capacity, but they won't tell us how many people have been tested, and the BBC quoting the government verbatim as usual. It's just embarrassing at the BBC. Like, your whole job is to fact check people. Don't just quote them. Embarrassing stuff. And so just like not even surprising anymore. Like, there was a time where I would have loved to work for the BBC. Now I'm not too sure, especially like the way they've treated Emily Matlas as well, saying that she's information bias. It's like, bro, if you got Andrew Neil working there, and like the fact that she's been critical of the government, yeah, of course she has. You wouldn't be doing your job if you weren't critical of the government right now.
A shootout. That's not good for anybody. Time for my special brand of conflict resolution.
You've already lost.
Okay, who else wants a piece? No, I guess you just volunteered, big boy. Boom, so you can. Big shield to the face. Behind you, fool. Okay. So, yeah, not much more to cover.
So ominous.
Okay, so UK lies over testing. Masks. Oh yeah, masks becoming compulsory on buses and stuff. Finally, covered the Emily Matlas thing. Yeah, she's like, she's done a second segment which could get her in trouble. But it's the fact that the government is saying they're proud of the response. She's like, so you're proud of having the... You're proud of having the second highest death rate per capita. Or not, yeah, I think it's the second highest death rate per capita. Like, you're proud of that. Okay, it is here.
demons are turning the city into a war zone. Not on my watch.
Who are you shooting at? Have you dealt with the problem? What? What's going on? Are they glitched? Is this a glitch? Shooting at somebody. Sonic boom. Oh, must be some little glitch. Anyways, so yeah, the way the BBC have treated that is just pretty embarrassing. To be honest, you know, it's like the same way they treated Naga Muchen. I can't pronounce the second name.
Pigeon.
It's like the same way they treat her when she talked about her experience with racism, and they're like, "Oh, you know, you shouldn't be talking about that. Like, you have to be impartial." Like, who is for racism? Like, who is pro-racism? Like, they should not be at the BBC. And like, if anyone's complaining about that, then yeah, probably racist. To be fair. Shoot.
Taking you home, buddy.
Hopefully that was the. There's 3 more left to get. It's the last time to get in central this area. And so yeah, it's just ridiculous. So I've got another one about Andrew Cuomo sending people with coronavirus back into care homes, similar to what we did in the UK. Matt Hancock. So well done, Matt. You're not the only one who's incompetent. You can join the ranks of Andrew Cuomo, where he was like, "I'm just following the CDC's instructions." It's like, don't be a prat. Like,
attention units, there is a reported narcotics sale in progress. Officers needed in Central Park.
send me location. Fisk's personal stash.
Not good. You guys said the bug was on vacation. Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma, especially back alley Big Pharma.
Well, at least we know where the big guys from earlier were.
You're going down. Not fair, not fair.
Oh, there's 10 of you. Why are you? Alright. I've got no other items. Swing and a miss. He also wants a piece. Great, I'm getting Christmas tree. Oh my god.
Knock him out already.
Well, you're not doing that bad a job, to be fair. I'll deal with the small guys. Okay, now to deal with the big guys. Yeah, sure. Oh, you're getting beaten shockingly easy this time. Tap out, bro. You're done.
Drugs are maybe my most disliked criminal activity. Definitely top 5.
Don't know, Pete. Murder, rapists, assault, theft, torture. No, I think that's a bad top 5. Got some notes I can't even read. What did I write there? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, cracking on. Emily Matlis, Cuomo, self-harm, yeah, so there's been reports in like healthcare workers increased suicides and self-harming, which is no big surprise to be fair, because of the amount they have to do is just crazy at the moment, and they're just not getting the help they need. They were understaffed as is. I think each nurse shift had about they were understaffed by about 2 nurses, especially now like especially because a lot of them can't see their kids either. A lot of like healthcare workers can't see their kids because they risk passing it on. What is that? They risk passing it on to their kids, and obviously they don't want to risk that. So there's that, and doctors. Oh yeah, people going to the beach, absolute clowns. Like, what? All these people are like, you know, oh, I needed a break and stuff. From what, bro? Like, most of you guys are at home. What do you need a break from? Chilling at home. Oh, I swear, someone keeps joining and then leaving. Probably because they've seen me swing around for the last like 30 minutes. Gotcha.
This is Stable Control. Boss is requesting a status update on Sutton Place.
Forgot how much I love photography.
Reinforcements at Outpost Foxtrot. We're taking fire.
Oh, stupid foxtrot. What?
The demons are turning the city into a war zone. Not on my watch. Okay, the people in the top floor apartments are really annoyed with you right now.
Bucking up. Shields for blocking, big boy. Oh my. He just noob tubing from about 5 yards out. You can think about what you did. Oh my, Moshindaru.
Silver Sable ought to put me on the payroll.
You had one dude in a helicopter. How was he supposed to deal with all of that? Ridiculous. Sable must be doing her work on the cheap. Well, it's 9 o'clock. Got to wrap things up soon. How long have I been going for? 57, almost an hour. Yeah, so... Yeah, so people in the UK like littering and, you know, not socially distancing. Like, I covered the video of that, you know, legendary British common sense there, in which, you know, this lady's like annoyed everyone else at the beach and people aren't socially distanced. Like, you shouldn't be there, you idiot. And like her kid says like, oh, you know, there's gonna be job applications gonna be PTSD soon. You know, cool. We'll go back this. And like, it's just
should swing by the lab and see why Doc's so excited.
Unless you for some reason work at the beach, you should not be there.
These cameras aren't cheap. If Felicia's really strapped, why is she leaving them lying around?
Oh, maybe she'll come back for them.
I love making you chase me, Spider. Someday I might even let you catch me. Just not today.
You think someone would have robbed these cameras by now? Oh yeah, rooftop places are the best. Need more of them in the UK. I guess it rains too much to have them, but New York's pretty rainy as well. I think, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe the camera's in like one of these sort of like doorways or something like that. God. Don't know why I always pick these. Should I do these off stream? Who knows? Maybe this is what the fans really want. The second viewer. We've got a third viewer. No. Don't know who viewer number 2 is. Come on, man. Oh, I can't figure this out. It's got to be that, but it's not that. The worst thing is, when I did this first time around, I actually did these way quicker. I don't remember having such a big problem. It's not this. That would have been a good one. Is it up here? Is it somewhere far away? It's not usually that far. Oh. we'll do this one. We'll get one or two more things. I'm almost done, anyways. So there was a day, I think a few days ago, where the UK's death rate actually outdid the EU's death rate. Obviously, there's like things you got to factor in there, like methodology and all that stuff. So I might not do a video on it just in case like, it proves to be wrong. Oh, come on, Felicia, why do you have to make this so hard? Sometimes the controller vibrates when you're nearby. Speaking of controller vibrating, there it is. Boom.
Got it.
Got
That
it.
cat does enjoy playing games with people, especially me.
Premium content there. Me looking around for like a good few minutes. You know what? There's another one. We'll get this, get the bag, and then we'll call it because we've been going for about an hour. And so yes, so that's why I'm reluctant to do that. Councils need about 5 billion to tide them over the coronavirus because they're losing money from like council tax and stuff. I don't know how councils really make money. I think it's like through council tax and like parking fees and all that stuff. I have a sympathy for a lot of councils because they're probably better run than my local council, which is in massive amounts of debt. I think it was the county council who gave a loan to the football club, even though if the football club needed money, they should went to a bank.
The first time I caught her, or did she catch me? This can't just be some elaborate flirtation. Isn't she heard of dating apps? She's up to something.
Yeah, Black Hat is a dangerous one, that's for sure. Great, it's gonna be another tricky one. Nope, it's not.
Found you. That's Ty Stone's place, and it's full of priceless art. You're playing with fire, Felicia.
It's the fact that
That's how you roll.
It's the fact that she has time to spray paint stuff. Yo, dude, you're in your big van. You're not gonna do anything. Sable might as well have employed Pete.
Demons. None of them like me, but I can't let them kill each other.
You could.
If this is over a parking space, it would be so New York.
Parking that bad in New York? Oh, it must be actually. Yeah, it must be like London. Shoot. Yeah, you can have a seat, big boy. The Sable guys sound like they're shooting like those toy guns. They make those funny sounds. Last one time. You're asking for that, you stood right by the wall. Lol. You're cuff the demons, let Spider-Man walk one out. You couldn't arrest me if you tried. If you tried, dickhead. Alright, so yeah, councils need 5 billion, and that's the last one. Talk about data issues with the US sort of comparison with the UK. I think our deaths per capita is higher, but I know there are issues with the way states are recording deaths. Like we have the ONS, and we're lucky we have the ONS because the government can't mess around with it, and it does tell off the government when they use false statistics. And so that's why you're better off going off the ONS. So if you're gonna look at any of the UK numbers, you're best off. He's Harry Potter out here.
After I got my powers, I didn't need my glasses anymore. Told everyone I got laser eye surgery with money from the Fisk Science Prize.
Man like Harry Potter out here. Well, we'll make this we'll make this stop the last one then. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I like playing Spider-Man, and doing it on stream is a good excuse. I'm still annoyed there's like half a second audio lag. It's like only annoying in talking scenes really.
Guys, we all love a parade, but you gotta get permits first. Curbside service. bomb in the... Gotta neutralize it. You know, I was just thinking that what I really need is more demons.
Ah. I hate when the camera angle goes like that because you can't see what the hell's going on. Shoot. Oh, mate, come on, man. That's a mad delay on that attack. Right, that's him dealt with. These guys should be a bit easier. Big door. Here's the last scrub. I'll take that. And so yeah, that'll wrap it up for this stream. So just one final thing. The Piers Morgan video will probably come out sometime next week after I do more looking. There's going to be a few more George Floyd based videos, I guess, where I'm going to be talking about the US politicians, writers and looters. Separate videos, not to conflate them. Boris Lang about Northern Ireland and the fact that there's going to be border checks. Jayla Moody, who's a boy who was tragically killed, essentially he transporting drugs. He's only 14 years old, so anyone who's saying it's his own fault, the kid's 14. I think he had quite a lot of family issues. So there's that. So that video will come out probably tomorrow. Coronavirus second wave. Trump suspending regulations to push businesses, which is super dangerous because a lot of people die, and US manufacturing places are not the best places to be in the best of times. So pre-pandemic. So yeah. Masks becoming mandatory in public transport, which should have been done ages ago. Let's see. BBC basically helping the government lie about testing because the government we have 200,000 capacity testing, but won't actually tell us how many people are tested. Emily Mountain is being treated badly by the BBC, which is no surprise because she's being biased, but she's pretty much just stating the facts as is. You know, how can a nation be proud to have the second highest, or some days the first highest per capita death rate from coronavirus, especially when we had a head start on some of these other countries. Cuomo sending people back to care homes who had coronavirus, and then him blaming the CDC instead of taking responsibility. Self-harm and suicide up among doctors and healthcare workers in general. People going to the beach and not socially distancing, and littering on the beaches as well, leaving it in an absolute mess, breaking the rules, and then to make it worse, you're causing damage to beaches. Tombstoners as well, people who jump from 60 meters high. One guy almost died saving another person who did tombstoning. Let's see, beaches. UK having more deaths than the entire EU on some days with coronavirus, just singular days. Councils needing 5 billion, and sort of data issues with tracking stuff. So that's going to wrap up this one. If anyone watches this one back, whoever the other person watching this, shouts out to you, and